Welcome to 3V Learning Center, where we train you to pass your certification exams, get certified, and succeed in your career. Train, certify, and succeed. Most people think cybersecurity jobs are just sitting quietly behind a computer. When you think of cybersecurity, you probably picture some dude in a dark hoodie. He's clacking away at a keyboard, green code is flying across the screen, and he's muttering, "I'm in." That's the movie version. It's dramatic. It's cool. It's also completely wrong. But a SOC analyst spends the day watching for hackers, investigating alerts, and sometimes stopping real attacks in progress. Today, I'll show you exactly what a day in the life of a SOC analyst looks like, what they do, how stressful it is, and how much they actually make. If you want to start cybersecurity, this is one of the most common entry-level jobs. Welcome to 3V Learning Center, where we teach cybersecurity, IT certifications, and career paths step by step. In this video, you'll see what SOC analysts really do every day. Not the movie version, the real version. Let's start the day. SOC means Security Operations Center. It's like the control room for cybersecurity. Forget the hoodie. The real uniform is probably a company polo and a look of intense focus. The job isn't about breaking into systems. It's about stopping other people from breaking in. It's a constant, vigilant watch. These analysts are the frontline defenders of a company's digital kingdom. They are looking at a flood of data, trying to find that one tiny clue that signals an attack. SOC analysts usually work in shifts, because cyber attacks happen 24 hours a day. Some work morning shift, evening shift, night shift. The digital world never sleeps, so the people protecting it can't either, logging in and getting the handover from the previous shift. The analyst logs in and checks the monitoring dashboard. This dashboard shows alerts from systems like SIEM, EDR, firewall logs, cloud security tools. Not one screen, a whole bank of monitors, glowing with charts, graphs, and scrolling lists of text. SIEM collects logs from many systems and shows security events in one place. EDR, firewalls, cloud security tools, intrusion detection systems, all feeding into one place. Hundreds of alerts may appear every day, but only a few are real threats. The job is to find the dangerous ones. Examples of alerts: multiple failed logins, suspicious IP address, malware detected, user account locked, unusual network traffic. Most alerts are false positives. The analyst must investigate before reacting. They check logs, user activity, location, time, device. This process is called alert triage. Good SOC analysts don't panic. They verify first, figure out which alert actually matters, which one is the real fire and which are false alarms. Skill and experience come into play, quickly sorting through digital chaos to find the needle in the haystack. Not a quiet cup of coffee, diving into a river of data and starting the hunt for danger. It's the company's central nervous system, always on, always watched. The SOC analyst's real job starts now. An alert shows user login from another country. The details show the login came from an IP in a country with no offices at 3 a.m. local time. Is this a hacker? Or is the user traveling? The analyst checks the IP address using a threat intelligence platform. Is it associated with malicious activity or a VPN server? The tool flags it as high risk and tied to recent phishing. Next, the analyst dives into the logs for Jane's account. She consistently logs in from the same city between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. This new login is a complete anomaly. Based on the evidence, the analyst treats this as a security incident. Contain the threat, lock the account, force a password reset. Notify the user through a trusted channel to verify activity, document every step, and escalate to incident response. This is how a SOC analyst connects the dots from a single alert to a decisive action. SOC analysts constantly monitor threats, malware, phishing, unauthorized access, data exfiltration, brute force. This isn't about waiting for an alarm. It's about actively looking for trouble. By watching day in, day out, analysts develop a sixth sense for what is and isn't right. For large parts of a shift, work can be methodical and routine, steadily working through low-priority alerts. Documenting findings. They take breaks, lunch, stretching, because fatigue leads to missed alerts. But that calm can shatter in an instant. One critical alert, one confirmed incident. The entire tempo of the day changes. Communication becomes rapid and direct. Adrenaline starts pumping. This is the moment they've been training for. Be patient and diligent for the slow 80%. Ready to sprint when an emergency hits. Stay vigilant in the quiet times. Stay calm and focused under extreme pressure. The work is a marathon, with a few sprints in the middle. SOC analysts are usually first responders. They detect problems before anyone else. Suddenly, an alert appears. Multiple computers showing malware activity. Confirmed malware outbreak. 5-alarm fire. The calm rhythm is over. Incident response kicks into high gear. First few minutes are critical. Step 1. Confirm the alert. Check EDR logs. See the ransomware process running. It's real. Declare a critical incident. Notify the SOC team lead, the head of IT, and the incident response team. Step 2. Contain the threat. Disconnect affected systems, block malicious IP, implement a temporary firewall rule. Follow the pre-approved playbook. Step 3. Escalate. Incident response handles deep investigation, eradication, and recovery. SOC keeps watch. Every alert must be documented. What happened, what caused it, actions taken, and what should be improved. Companies need this for audits, compliance, management reports, and legal reasons. Executives need clear summaries. What happened, business impact, and how it's being fixed. Post-incident, the team conducts a review to find weaknesses and gaps in response procedures. Lessons learned strengthen defenses and speed up the next response. SOC analysts also look for weaknesses. Vulnerability management. Vendors constantly release security patches. Analysts help ensure patches are applied quickly. They also find misconfigurations, like public cloud storage or default admin passwords. Reports show which systems are at risk and need to be updated. Every fix reduces the overall attack surface. At the end of the shift, the analyst hands over to the next team. A smooth, concise handover covers incidents, ongoing investigations, and unusual activity. They point out specific alerts the next shift must watch. There's a written report and a brief verbal handoff to clarify questions. The watch is never over. It's passed from one person to the next. This transforms separate analysts into a single cohesive team, maintaining an unbroken watch. The shift may end for one person, but the mission never does. Typical SOC analyst salary: entry-level, 60K 80Ks, mid-level, 90K 120K, senior, 130K plus. Demand is high. Some analysts move into incident response, threat hunting, cloud security, or security engineering. Most SOC analysts start with IT fundamentals, networking knowledge, and security basics. Good beginner certifications: ISC2 certified in Cybersecurity, CompTIA Security Plus, Network Plus, CEH. Hands-on practice is important. Labs help you learn real skills. Cybersecurity isn't just about sitting behind a computer. It's active defense, smart investigation, and real impact. It's a real job, with real stakes, and more interesting than the movies let on. Subscribe to 3V Learning Center for cybersecurity training, certification guides, and career advice. Next video: Day in the life of a cybersecurity architect. Watch out and stay connected for more videos.